Hello! Today we are going to go over Harold Levy's section, the observation, Levy's garage, and then the evidence review. We're going to start with the observation and try to get all of our observations done, including our secondary observations. So let's get started. I'm just going to hit continue though, because that's where I'm at.
I've spent the morning watching the McKees, waiting for them to make a mistake, to do something that proves them guilty of killing Charlotte May. But what if I'm wrong? What if I saw what I wanted to and there was nothing in that rug? If I had hard evidence, I would have told Catherine already. I have nothing but suspicions. I should be looking at everyone in Dahlia View. And Harold Levy is next on my list.
Alright. So there are a couple things that are time sensitive once you start it. But we're going to start out with him and we're going to get him to his first stopping point. So this is our first scene right here with Harold Levy in it.
Harold is a large man. Large enough to carry a little girl and not slow him down.
Gonna hear the phone
Back in
ringing.
a bit, yeah? Don't mess up the paintwork.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, right.
And then right here, this one
Might have to zoom in a little further.
has to do with him.
Theo is working on the automobile I saw him put the rug into.
Then Harold
still
Levy's
have
gonna
my
walk
eye
right
on
through there, and you want to get a picture of that right there on the desk that he walked by.
There's mail just inside the hallway. I can't tell whether it's been opened or not.
Right above it, you'll see
Might be
Harold
important.
Levy. And you want to take a picture of that pot.
The key I saw yesterday. It's still taped to that plant pot.
And then you see him walk by the door, and you see his keys hanging there.
It appears Harold keeps his keys on the wall in his kitchen. Good
And
to
then
know.
he's gonna sit here for a second, so we're gonna leave him there while we do some other things. Right down here is the shoe.
That shoe is still on the roof. God knows why.
And then if you look right here where the chalk is, you'll see that there's outline. You want to take a picture of the chalk.
Do they know no respect? No wonder the chalk is fading.
You want to get a picture of the flowers in front of the door.
Flowers are still there. I wouldn't want to read the messages either.
You want to get a picture of the Charlotte May poster on the tree.
Who would want to take you? And why?
And then you want to get a picture of Charlotte May's bedroom again.
I should have kept a closer eye on the courtyard. Maybe I would have noticed something before now.
Up here you want to get a picture of this eviction notice. It's above the gate.
Evicted already. That was fast. Harold must have forced them out.
And then we're going to go over this way. We're looking for a ball. If you scroll around, you might come across something, and it might be really hard to see. But there's a ball in the front yard, right there. You got to zoom in enough
There's that ball again.
to find the ball. Then you want to take a picture of this boarded up window. Well, kind of this upstairs window. And then
Mrs. Doer's house. The place is falling apart.
you want to take a picture of the crow's nest sign.
I wonder how the searches are going in the Pinewoods.
I like looking into the windows, but there's no other pictures in here that you need right now. And then The other picture is going to be his sign, the Levy garage sign.
His father must have left him the business. Harold doesn't have a child, as far as I'm aware.
All right, and then there's this guy right here in the window.
The hotel guests must have read the paper. They're just as suspicious as I am.
He's not there all the time. And then one more we're going to get, but we don't have yet. We can get Mrs. McKee sitting here.
Annabelle, I can't shake what I saw in your pantry. But for now, Harold is my focus.
I don't think she's a secondary observation, but you can get her. Now, right up here in this top window, there's nobody here right now. But once we click on Harold Levy and start the scene again, you'll start to hear a guitar playing and a guy will be in this window. When Harold Levy is in Tony Morgan's house, part of the main scene, then you'll be able to take a picture of him. And then after that scene is done, he will be gone. So that is your timed one. So we're going to take a picture of Harold Levy.
There appears to be a box of some importance under Harold's bed. Whatever it contains, he's not happy about it.
You can hear the guitar. That guy is here now, but you can't take a picture yet.
You alright watching the shop, yeah?
Okay.
He's going to go inside. Harold Levy's going to come outside. Yes, he's going to take his keys with him, so if you don't take the picture at the beginning, the keys won't be there to take a picture later. You still can't take a picture of him yet. Take a picture of him opening the
Harold
door.
Levy is unlocking Tony Morgan's door. Now he's entering. What is he thinking? This does not look like a social visit. What in God's name is he doing? He's attacking Mr. Morgan.
Alright, so now that he's attacking Mr. Morgan, you could take a picture of this.
Tony Morgan is being attacked. No one can see it but me.
They moved upstairs. And you could take a picture.
I should call the police. No. I should gather evidence. He's furious now. Mr. Morgan looks petrified. Did Harold take Charlotte May? Did he attack Tony the night she was taken?
Let's see, now the guy's still there, but you can't take a picture of him anymore. Only when he's attacking Tony Morgan.
I've never seen him like this.
Jesus!
You okay, boss?
Yeah.
You
So
sure?
the guy's gonna leave now?
Okay.
I have to do something. I doubt Harold will welcome me in the way the McKees did, but if he can enter another man's home unannounced, well then so can I.
And I think that's it.
Harold Levy is leaving his flat. My patience has paid off.
Okay then, now we're on to observations. These are the pictures we took. See this mug right here? Right behind this mug is a stamp. So that's our next stamp we're gonna get if we can select it. There's this mug right here that's the best dad mug. If you look at other guys, it'll say it's by the best dad mug. But there's two mugs here. This one just doesn't say anything. You could pick up other things, but again, the main purpose was to pick up that stamp. Right. This now we're gonna work on leaving. We've looked at everything else that's in here. If you really want to look again, you can. There's no reason. So we're just going to be leaving.
The place seems empty enough. Now to find a way into Levy's garage.
If you go to the door, it'll tell you that
Well, I'm not getting in this way.
it's locked. And there's the window. We're going to do some breaking and entering.
Now, I'd better get inside before one of my neighbors sees me.
I don't think you have to, but I always re-shut the garage door. To be able to get there. There we go. Okay. I think
What is that smell? Damp, I think.
wrong one. See that ball again, but not the ball that we saw before, just more balls that he had. But again, anything you want to click on, anything it tells you to click on it. I don't believe there's anything on that side. Did I miss the one thing? No, I didn't. Alright. Alright, through the door. Look at the wall. I don't think there's anything to click on here.
There was mail here when I looked from my window this morning.
And there was, and we saw it.
Mr. Levy? Is anyone home? Good.
Can't get through this door. You can look through here, but there's nothing to do here.
Oh, there's Harold's mail. I can't get to it from this side.
Don't you worry, more breaking and entering is coming.
Locked from the other side.
And we're gonna go up the elevator. Alright, I don't believe there's anything towards the camera, so no worries. You can look at this
I'm
as
sure
well.
this is the hallway to Levy's flat. Let's hope he's still out.
To the right is actual Levy's flat, or to the left. You want to go to the right. Oh, there's going to be these boxes.
He clearly doesn't want anyone renting too close to home.
And if you see it, it's over there. There's a pink thing. That's a stamp. Come over here and click, and you can pick up the stamp. And there's something else to look at. Around. Go all the way down. The door is locked if you wanted to try it. But if you remember, this pot that we've looked at however many times has a key taped to it. So you gotta turn around and grab the key. And I think that's it. Unlock the door. And now we're in his flat. Alright, so that door, what we want to do is go in here. Go in here. The kitchen. And you can see there's some eviction notices. If you notice, he's got it already filled out for Tony Morgan. You know, it says 10-12, but it says T. Morgan right there. And there's this note.
Harold Levy has a lady friend.
Harold Levy has a lady friend. And nothing to look at here. Alright.
This is where I watched Harold from my window. I hope none of my neighbors are watching me.
You know, everybody is. Alright, you can see he's got some things, some corned beef. Wine there. You can turn on faucets if you want. An onion. But really nothing of importance here. And then we're going to go into this room.
Someone's showering. I'd better be quiet.
So there's a person here. If you look at this table, pick up this earring. This earring looks awful familiar. It's hilarious to me. But hey. Can't get into that cabinet. Go over by this radio.
Might be important. You never know. Interesting.
I can take a picture of this.
This aerial could come in handy. I've already seen Harold's temper from my window. Is Harold ashamed of whomever is in the shower? Harold doesn't want anyone getting too close to what he and Frank
Have
are
you
up to.
seen my love? Have you seen my love? She was there when I looked
Pretty much saying stay for a
before.
while till I
If
don't
you
touch the
see
radio. It's
my
stuck on that
love,
channel.
should you see my love?
We're gonna take the coat hanger
Tender
though. Stops the music. Lipstick? Oh look. Blue mist. Funny. We've heard that song before too. The one that got interrupted. Yeah. If you haven't figured it out yet, it's Annabelle.
Harold would have had a good view of Charlotte May playing in the courtyard from this balcony. He must have moved the box somewhere else.
You can't go in the shower room. We're not perverts. But we're quiet because we don't want Annabelle to know we're here. And then if you look in this room, you could see the box.
That's it. The box I saw from my window.
And then we need to unlock it, so we're going to do our first point of the lockpicking. So get the hanger, put it on the lock.
Let's see if I remember how to do this.
Now I'm not sure how to do this with keyboard and mouse, but with the controller, I'm using the joystick to move the circle around until it starts to vibrate. Then I hold would be is that the X or the square button, depending on which type of controller you're using. Then the joystick, you want to hold the button down, because if you let go, it does that. Then you follow around your joystick, trying not to hit the white until you get into the middle area, and above it, it says hold LT. So left trigger or L2, and then hold it down. You can let go of the first button, but keep the LT held down. If you don't, it'll undo and you'll have to start over. This will get a little trickier. Every time I have to do this, I have to adjust how my hands are on the controller so I can make sure, because one of them has 4 pins and you'll have to use all 4 of your shoulder buttons. Hold down your one button until you find the next one. Hold down your square X button until you get to the middle. Right. If you have vibration, okay, if you start it and you're in a white, it won't let you move. So you gotta move it slightly to get out of the white area. And then you can do it again. LG, so you had to hold 3 of them down at once.
Still got it.
And now you can get into the room. There's nothing of interest on the left side. In the first area, there's nothing of interest. You want the third area, which has got the box.
Finally. Time to take a look inside.
Take the lid off. And if you slowly scroll over it, there's a couple things to look at. And this one's pretty much saying he's a good man, but Frank, whoever Frank is. And then go to the next one. Take the paper clip.
Might make a good lockpick.
The note.
I'm curious to see what was left in his office.
Oh, again, you can look for the little
I wonder
speech
what that's
bubble.
about.
Again, if this is really hard for you to do it this way, you can always look at this way and then find where.
Vehicles Harold Levy's worked on, no doubt. Strong accusation. Good for my evidence board. It's not just me who thinks Harold could have taken Charlotte May.
Yeah, we still like to check just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Alright, and then there's another one. And this is a rent due from people, but I don't think it matters. Alright. That's that. Now we can leave and we're going to the
Now
garage.
then,
Just that's the
let's
call.
see what's been left in Levy's office. It must have something to do with him attacking Mr. Morgan.
Back to the elevator. Into the elevator. Well, we don't have a key, but we got that paper clip. Now we're going to do another walk again. Paper clip. Alright. I imagine a mouse would be easy. I don't like playing with mouse and keyboard, so. Where is it? Oh, there it is. If you go too far and run into a white area, it'll kick you out. Oh. And
There's Levy's office. It looks like he's still out of the building.
alright, so this right here, if you go over it,
Ah, seems to open the window up top there.
it's ultimately telling you what it does. There will be another one that you'll have to do. This one doesn't matter what you do.
That smell again. The damp is even stronger in here. What on earth is that? Looks important. The police have searched here. I wonder if Catherine was with them.
Possibly. Don't think there's anything over here. Paintbrushes. Faucet.
Now, what's this? Wouldn't happen to be what caused the flood, would it? Levy. Please don't have taken Charlotte May.
Dokey. This box right here.
Now, what's this then?
Oh, that's that. This is just another scene of this view. And we're gonna go up here.
There's Harold Levy's office.
Convenient that it's a ramp and not stairs. Now Harold Levy's office is closed.
Locked. I suppose I'll look elsewhere for now.
You can open the window, but it doesn't do you any good. Like you can't access anything in here. see it, but you can't access anything. Don't think there's anything in here. Maybe you can pick up this motor oil if you want. You're gonna go through this door. And then we're gonna go inside the door. And then once we're inside the door, it's gonna shut.
Oh, just what I need.
Look at some things. Jars. Here. Magazine.
Hello? Yeah, I'm on it. He's coming in. No, I'll sort it out. No, alright, fine. Bollocks.
Other than trash. But when you look at the cigarette machine,
He's left the office door open, but now I'm stuck in here.
I'll have to find a way out. Go in here, open the grate up.
What in God's name? Why is there a hole in the ground and a chain going into it? Charlotte, are you down there?
You can close it together if you want. Alright. Can't go through the one sliding door, so we gotta go through this one. Oops, didn't mean to go back in there. Alright. Forward. Car.
Theo was fixing this car this morning. It's the one he put the rug into. Is she still inside?
Oh, there's a chain.
Oh, this is definitely the car that Theo dumped the rug into. Charlotte, please don't be inside.
Good luck that there's a replacement battery.
There's a battery left in the car boot.
Trunk if you're not aware.
Must have been in a bad way.
I wonder if there's anything else on here. It moves, and you can pick up this radio lift. I don't think there's anything to look at on there right now. And then underneath it, you find the car key. So you want to pick that up. You can pick up this cloth, but nothing with it. There's a cup. Alright, let's pick up the motor oil. And alright, and then over here, picture of Annabelle.
I wouldn't trust you as far as I could throw you.
Why do you have a picture of Annabelle? Well, I guess your husband works there. Turn it over,
What's this then?
and there's a code, which may come in handy. You can look at anything else in here besides milk bottles. Alright. And this is just a little too high for us, so we've got to get the car down. There's these guys here. Some more motor oil. Getting a motor oil. Go in the next one. One of these. There it is. That's jump lead, so you want to grab that. And you can grab these two if you want. Get them. Like I said, they put a lot of work into things that you can interact with. Nothing there. Alright. And we're going to try to start this motor.
Now what do we have here?
What you want to do with at least the cursor, or with cursor, I don't know, like I said, keyboard, mouse, measure, controller, you're going to hit the button, and then when it goes down, when it comes back, you hit the button again, hit the button again. It's a timed thing. That starts the generator, which, you know, is so loud for someone who's breaking in and sneaking around in your house.
These all seem to be powered from here. So the fuse for the shutters is blown in the basement. Good to know.
I believe he's talking about the garage doors that are right over there, so he can get out of there. So we want to move the car down, so we're going to take this lead. We're going to hook it to here.
Oh dear God.
That
I
actually
must
made
be
me
doing
jump.
something right.
And moves the lever down, and you'll see our little picture-in-picture, the car moving down. And then we'll go back around this way. Don't think there's anything of too much importance over here. Just more things to look at. I think you can turn the faucet on.
Must be doing something with oils here. Nothing to do with Charlotte May.
I don't think there's anything here. Let's see, now the car is down. So we can get into the trunk. So he can confirm that Charlotte May is or is not in the trunk. But gotta use the key.
Charlotte, please don't be in there.
And then open up the door. Oh look, Charlotte May's not in here. But there's a battery that we're gonna take.
This might come in handy.
And we're gonna go back to where the jumper fuse panel, wherever we use to lift the car. Right here is a battery. It says it's a dead car battery, I believe. You take it out and move it, and then you're gonna put in the new car battery. And you're gonna take the jumper lead, attach it to the terminus, and then attach it to electrical external connection. There we go. And now you have another green light for the basement lift, because we gotta go to the basement. So take your jump lead, go to the basement, move the lever down. And now the lift to the basement is working, so the wheelchair guy can go downstairs. Now this hole in the ground's got a lift.
Explains the damp smell. The water's far too deep to wade through.
Far too deep. Alright, so we're gonna go around this way. And on all of these shelves you can look for things and look at things. Got some oil cans and whatnot. You're looking for fuses. I mean, you could pick up a bunch of things. One of them. Has some fuses on it. Nope. Oh, there we go. It did move. So there's this can right here, and then it moves, and you find the fuse. This fuse is 45 volts. And further, there's another fuse. This is 10 volt. I believe you only need one of these fuses, but I don't remember which fuse. I think it's the 25. Ooh, windshield wiper blade. Oh, what just takes me there? Car just backed into the garage, which is weird.
If Catherine... I'm going to need to hurry.
Wow. You can't go down there. Oh, there it marks the spot. Oh, back up. Fabulous. Now this panel right here is the fuse panel. If you pull out this one,
The fuse is blown.
you want to take out the fuse. See, it's a 25 volt. Now we want to put a new one in. So we look for the one that we got that's a 25 volt. Now there are more to find down here, but we already have this one. So we're going to use it. Stick it in there. And that turns green. And then you can come over here and pull this lever down. And that
Right. Time to open those shutters and get back to the office.
opens all of those. You can look through these. The assumption is you don't know which one it is, and you've got to look through all of them and find them. And you're like, oh, look, there's another fuse. But this one's another 10 volt. So, I mean, you can take it. It doesn't hurt to take it. More pants. Oop, this food jar. Empty one. Files. Alright, so now we're going to go back upstairs. A little bit of fetch quest with this level. Oh. The box on the ground right there. I think I got stuck up. Telling you, if someone's trying to be sneaky,
Mr. Levy. Hello.
you're a lot of stuff, dude. Alright, so now that's lit up green, so we can make a shit ton of noise opening the garage doors.
Good. Now to get back to the office.
There we go. Oh, keep going. Garage door open. There's that truck right there. And we're making our way back to the office because we left the door open. Now we can go in here.
The threat in the box said there was something in this office. Perhaps something for my evidence board.
Alright, so there's nothing right there. There's a desk right here.
Poker night. I've seen these dates before.
You have.
Police search. Sorted. Jacking oil prices. Must be hurting business. Food, nothing interesting. Must be the phone call I overheard.
I think that's everything. You'll have to put it on one of the poker nights.
Old files, perhaps.
Telephone book. You can't open it anyway. I think that's it. This drawer.
William must have been Levy's father. Ran it into the ground. Can't say I disagree. Chap under your employ. I don't have to guess what he means by that.
He's being a horrible person towards Theo, is what he's being. I think that's everything. I had a bit of a lag, so it didn't start talking right away. Like something else. First one didn't. Talking.
They're both as bad as each other.
Alright, so that's everything there. We need to be able to get in here, so we need to be able to cut this wire.
Can't open this by hand.
So if you go, we're going to turn back around and go over here. Now we're going to get our next stamp. So you're going to pick up this toy car and you're going to rotate it. And you're like, I don't understand what I'm doing. Because you don't see it, but underneath the car is a stamp. So you have to move, you have to wind up the toy car. But I'm trying to remember how. Ah, there we go. Click on the wheels, rotate them backwards, and then put the car back down. It'll slide off and reveal your next stamp. Totally missed that stamp the first time. I had to look for it. And then there's trophies you could read. I don't think you can see anything on this table. Whoops. Not need to leave the room. Okay. Come over here. There's a purchase log, but there's nothing on it. Cigarettes. Files.
Bits and bobs.
Alright. Nothing in here you can get to, but you can open the lid of this. We don't need the tire iron, but we do need the wire cutters.
Handy.
I think that's everything here. So now we can go back to here. Use the wire cutters.
Could be useful.
Yep, it will be. And open the door up. Open the door up. And then we can pull out the back. Picture.
Not what I was expecting. I'm sure Harold knows why this is so damning. Did Tony Morgan take this? Is that why Harold attacked him?
Somebody took it, obviously. Nothing on it to talk about. Red car looks awful familiar, doesn't it? It was in white.
Petrol.
Gastrolene. We're gonna take that because we're gonna use it later. Alright. Now we're gonna go through this door. This place is just bigger and bigger. Convenient how he has all these lifts. Alright, out here.
Harold's basement is far more vast than I thought. Charlotte, you down there?
Pipe is coming out of here. And we're going to use wire that we got to lockpick again. And come on. I gotta get this. Alright, perfect. RB. Top of having to hold it down, I also have to remember which is my left and my right. See, if you go too far and go like into the white, it'll kick you out of it. Yeah, this would be so much easier, I think, with a keyboard and mouse. I feel like my dexterity is waning the longer I do this. Holding everything. You swat. Just hurt my hand because I'm like death gripping my controller. Make sure I hold the buttons down all the way. Oh, thank goodness. Alright. Theoma key. Ooh, we have that. Could be useful. 4526. Let's try that one. It worked. Fabulous. Oh, let me get this little lovely gift here. My darling wife, happy birthday. How cute. And then the one next to it, Harold Levy's, but we don't have another thing for it, so we have to get another code. That's it.
Now, the police wanted to search the basement, but when they arrived, it was flooded. She doesn't trust Harold Levy. Neither do I. Catherine warned her colleague against me. I shouldn't have made a promise I couldn't keep.
I think I got everything. You just, for all of the bios, you just want to make
There's
sure
more to the
that none of
basement than meets the eye.
the new bio entry.
Charlotte May. The pump is set to clear the basement of water.
We could put gas in this right now if we wanted. Because we have that tank of gasoline.
Takes gasoline.
lift up this lid, but nothing happens. So we still need to connect this hose.
Oh, this hose needs connecting.
So we need the piece to do that. And then obviously you can't go up the stairs, but you see right here in the corner is another one of these windy things, and right up there is a box. We want to knock that box off. It is one of the achievements. You
That was not supposed to happen.
Yes, it was. You'll eventually be able to look at those items that fell. Go up the ramp. This is that one office area we couldn't get into at the very beginning.
What's this? I wonder if I can knock it down.
Ah, this again. We're gonna make a mess. My goodness. Will you just knock it down? Going the wrong way. Oh, there we go. I'm not sure how I messed with the thing on the wall.
Well, I'm too close to stop now.
No, there's the thing. Let's pick up our note. 204. Something else is there as well. But it's now a new clue. Okay. That's all of that. Here. This letter. Suspicious call from one of your neighbors.
So, a neighbor called the police. Tony Morgan, I imagine. It doesn't look like they have much to go on. It looks like they didn't get too far with the search.
Yeah, that's it. And if you want just some coins. Alright. Well, can't get into any of the drawers. You can, however, unlock this if you really want to unlock this and go through this door. It doesn't do anything for you, except put you in that other area without having to go all the way back through the garage. So we got the number. And nope, we want the notepad. 204 something. 204 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Aha! And we're gonna open up the door. There, we see that. Royal, there's this clasp.
Now, what's this?
That. The motor oil. This book right here. Complete workings and manuals of a siphon pump. So for some reason, the manual and the class is what we need for the siphon pump. We're in the locked cabinet. I wonder why. Alright, go over to the pump. And we're going to take out this clasp. You're going to put it on this end here. tighten it. Then you're going to pick up this. And you're going to put that on there. And then you're going to come over here. Already put the gas in. Hit the switch. And now it will pump out the basement.
It's working. And quickly, too. Damn if it's not loud. Charlotte, if you're down there, I will find you.
Yeah.
Seems to go down to the basement.
Alright, so now we're going to go back up that ramp. It goes a long way around, but like I said, this is the shortcut way to get to the basement. You could go all the way around the other way, but we're going to go through this little doorway we unlocked. And go back through here. And then we're going to go straight across the garage to where we dumped that box. Remember when we opened up the window? There's now a box on the ground here.
Now I wonder how Mr. Levy would explain all this. It's nothing to do with Charlotte May.
No, it has nothing to do with Charlotte May, but it is a bio entry. Okay. Now we can go to the basement. Alright, go to our lift. I'm not close enough to it, I guess. There we go. Alright, so now you can go down there because we've gotten rid of all of the water.
It's worked.
And this is just
Why
a
on earth would Harold have flooded
straight
this?
shot.
Charlotte May.
There's a couple things you can look at.
Charlotte, are you down there? What on earth is all this? Cigarettes.
Alright, keep going.
Charlotte, can you hear me?
Alright. Move the lid out of the way. Grab onto the chain and lower it.
It's heavy. Dear God. It's her. It has to be. I'm too late.
Seriously. Cannot be crazy.
What? Chemicals? I don't understand. Why?
Gasoline emulsification agent for engine lubrication. I see, I see.
Did Harold Levy drug Charlotte May? There was a rag found at the crime scene. Is this what was on it? There's no way he would flood his own basement unless he was scared of the police searching it. I need my evidence board. This is far too damning to ignore.
Alright, and we're leaving. Is it really damning though? You didn't find any real evidence of Charlotte May. And now we're gonna leave. If you didn't pick up that box you dropped off the windowsill, now is the last time you can do it. Because this is going to be the end of the scene. And we get caught.
So, you gonna tell me what you're doing in my garage? Or am I gonna have to evict you too?
Mr. Levy, I was just about to...
Save it. What were you doing in there? Did you find what you were looking for, did you?
Actually, I was looking for you. As soon as I realized you were at home, I came straight out to find you. You can rest assured.
What is it you want, Mr. Conway?
Well, I wanted to talk with you about Charlotte May's disappearance.
Really?
If you're not too troubled to help.
Why the hell would I waste my time talking to you?
Will you answer some of my questions or not?
So it's an interrogation then?
It's me asking you to help Tony Morgan find his missing daughter. Surely you want to help.
Fine. I'll humor you. What do you want?
A statement is all. Where you were the night that Charlotte May was taken. What you were doing, with whom you spoke. That kind of thing.
A statement, you say? Where do you want me to begin?
Tell me, if you would, what you did between 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. just before Charlotte May was taken.
Well, I was in my flat for most of the night, except for about 10 o'clock. I went across to the courtyard and locked up the front gate. And, you know, to keep the wrong kind of person out. Sometime after that, I heard a noise. Sounded like something strange, but I didn't know what. I guess we all know now, but didn't think much of it at the time.
You're sure you heard a noise at 10 p.m., no later?
A little later, maybe. I was up in my flat by then.
How much later?
Couldn't say.
And what do you think the noise was?
Well, we know what it was, Mr. Conway. A little girl screaming.
You actually heard her scream?
Maybe. Why? Are you trying to catch me out?
I'm trying to understand what you're telling me. I myself did not hear her, and neither did the McKees.
What's your point?
Well, either you heard her and did nothing, or you're mistaken.
Well, maybe I'm thinking of something else then.
You were saying?
Anyway, after about 10 or something, I went up to my flat and made a cup of tea and a sandwich. Corned beef and onion, if I remember.
That was next to the
Then about
stove.
10:15, I ate it. I hope this is the kind of information you were looking for. I was alone all night, so didn't do anything riveting, I'm sorry to say.
You were alone all night, so no one can back up your story.
No, guess not.
Do you ever have guests, Mr. Levy?
No, not really.
Never.
Where are you going with this?
Well, there's a key on the plant pot outside your door. You must have put it there for someone.
And how did you find that out?
Well, you can see it from the outside. It's plain as day.
I said I was alone that night. You don't believe me?
I'm merely trying to make sense of it all.
Seems simple enough to me, Mr. Conway. Shall I continue? Or was there more?
Please.
Anyway, around about 10:30, I was sat upstairs listening to my radio show. Kings in the Nile. I had no idea what was going on outside, right under everyone's noses. Scary, ain't it? How you could be stood right next to someone capable of that, and you'd never know until it was too late.
Well, who do you think is capable of it?
We don't know what happened that night. Ain't that the point?
Well, we know the attacker was capable of kidnapping a child. What else could he be capable of?
He? Well, what makes you think it's a man?
No, you make a good point. But what makes you think it was a woman? And who do you think could be capable of it?
God knows.
Shirley or Annabelle?
Shirley, maybe. You're forgetting the old bat across the way, though.
Mrs. Doer?
Don't let her age deceive you. Her bite's worse than her bark.
Can you elaborate on that?
Nah. I wish there was more I could tell you. I really do. Must have been about 10:40 to 10:50. I nodded off for a bit, 'cause my mind's a little fuzzy on the details. The newspaper said something about the kidnapper having a key or sneaking in undetected. I think it's a load of old bollocks. And in any case, if I ever did see someone sneaking around here, they wouldn't be walking out, I can tell you. No offense.
I'm curious. How could the kidnapper have come to be in the possession of a key?
Now, I've been thinking about that, and there's a lot of ways someone could have got around it, if they were so inclined.
Please, elaborate.
They could have stolen a key. Maybe they did it before and then locked the gate. Maybe they got a key copied weeks ago and then returned the original.
You have put a lot of thought into that, haven't you?
I've known some types in my time. You'd be amazed how resourceful some folk can be.
Resourceful, deceitful. It's a fine line to tread.
No disagreement there.
Right. Well, please, continue.
Regardless of all that, I'll tell you what I did here that night. The smash. About 11, I'd say. That little girl must have kicked up a right old fuss. God knows how we didn't hear. That's when I turned on my floodlight. I looked out my window. I saw Mr. Morgan. Right there, laying in a puddle of his own blood. It's a wonder he didn't bleed out. I must have just missed who did it. I tell you, that blood ain't coming out my clothes anytime soon.
You say you turned the floodlight on.
Yeah,
Well, why wait until you heard a smash? Why not when you heard the noise from earlier?
well, I didn't think much of it.
Just think. If you'd turned it on sooner, then you might have scared the attacker off and stopped this entire thing in its tracks.
Your subtle way of saying you think it's my fault, is it?
Well, I can't imagine how you're coping with it.
Yeah, well, you'd be surprised. I sleep just fine. I deal with it in my own way, Mr. Conway.
And what way would that be?
My own way. Other than that, I don't know what more I can say. We all get what's coming to us, don't we? Anyhow, what if it was me? What are you going to do about it?
Well, for a start, I would have...
Maybe I did do it. Hell, maybe you did it. You could be wasting time questioning me to cover your own back. That would be a funny old turn, wouldn't it?
I have to say, Mr. Levy, we've not spoken this much before, and I find you strangely heartless considering the circumstances. I'd imagined you'd feel a little more sympathy for your neighbor and his missing daughter. You say you had nothing to do with it, but I can't help but think...
Go on.
I think you're hiding something. Something to do with Charlotte May. And when this is all said and done, Mr. Morgan will know who helped and who stood in the way of my investigation. I hope to God you had nothing to do with it.
Listen to me. You think you got problems now being in that chair. You keep this kind of thing up, and you're going to end up hurt. Or worse.
Is that a threat, Mr. Levy?
A warning's what it is.
Well, consider me warned.
It's late, Mr. Conway. Piss off.
Hmm. Making enemies. How do you live with these people after this?
During our conversation, Harold Levy was imposing, attempting to intimidate me. It's clear the man does not like me, and the feeling is mutual. I'm certain he's up to no good, and I suspect it has something to do with Charlotte May. The chemicals I found appear to match the crime scene, no question there. There are, however, some things that still remain unanswered.
Alright, let's do this.
A threatening note in Harold Levy's flat seemed to provoke his attack on Tony Morgan. Is this related to Charlotte May? The note accused Harold of illegal activities, but what evidence here proves it?
Can I prove Harold is doing something illegal? Alright, let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Alright, so what we want, I'm gonna look at this abduction report, and if you zoom in right here, you can see a list of crimes: stolen vehicles, or presumed stolen, because we're gonna want one of these. Then you look at this picture right here with these cars on it, this flyer thing. Got some cars on it. Let's see. No, that's not what we want. How many did we need? We need 3. Not you. I don't think it's you. I think it's this one. This is a note that says, I know what you've been doing. Here. No. 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 I think this one is just the red herring and you don't need it. Okay. So, what we need to do is prove he's doing something illegal. And we think that he's stealing cars. So if you look at this one here, you see the one right here. It says brown KP double runner van with an eagle bonnet ornament. That's a hood ornament. If you look at this picture of cars and zoom in, right here, I know it says van, so this must be what they call a van. This is an eagle head ornament. Those two items go together. You can pin that one to that one right there. And we can pin this one to the hood ornament one. Pretty sure that is. It might not be. I might be forgetting something. Alright, then this one. Thursday, a brown van came in and a yellow van with wood paneling came out. So again, if you look at this guy, brown van, yellow van. So I think it goes on this brown van and yellow van. Let's see if we're right.
That's right. I'm onto something.
Huh.
Now to piece together the rest of it. Harold said he was listening to Kings of the Nile in his flat at 10:50, whilst Charlotte May was being taken. But can I disprove his alibi?
So, Kings of the Nile at 10:50. Number 1, we've got a note here that says it's stuck on that channel. So we want that. Number 2, we've got the picture with the radio on what station it's stuck on, and it's stuck on FM 96. So we're going to want this one. And then we've got this piece of evidence here, and this is the radio report, which says that Kings of the Nile is on at 10:50, but it's on channel FM 05. So we're going to want this one. I believe that's how those go. So we're going to put it here, put you up here. So we're going to pick the channel that it's stuck on, FM 96. Yep. Click on that one, and we're going to go on here and click where it says it's stuck on that channel. And then we're going to click on here and click on Kings of the Nile. There's it right there at 10:50. Cross our fingers. Yay!
So, Harold lied to me about his alibi. There was no way he could have been listening to Kings of the Nile on his broken radio. The stolen cars are worrying indeed, but don't seem to be related to Charlotte May. The chloroform-like chemical I found is my only real lead. He must have hidden those bottles for a reason. Ultimately, this is all conjecture. I can't prove he's taken Charlotte May.
Can't prove anybody has. All right. Right. I've got to go
Dad?
answer the door.
Why's the door locked? Can you let me in, please? I want to talk to you about something.
Sorry. Give me a moment.
Why was the bolt on?
Well, what with everything, one can't be too careful.
Fair enough.
What did you want to talk about?
I've just come back from having a very interesting conversation with your landlord.
Harold Levy, really?
What do you suppose he wanted to talk to me about?
Well, actually, Catherine, I wanted to talk to you about that.
So he was telling the truth. You know, he was so close to pressing charges, and it's not my job to talk him out of it. I could have been arresting you right now, or any one of my colleagues, whom I can assure you would not be as nice as me about it.
Why? He seemed fine after I spoke to him.
You trespassed and damaged his property. And don't try to talk your way out of it.
Well, what do you want me to say?
I don't know, to be honest.
Why do you think he didn't press charges? The reason he didn't want the police searching in the first place was because he was hiding what basically amounts to chloroform. The same thing he used to drug Charlotte May. He had a gallon of the stuff.
I know.
Well, so why don't you arrest him?
It's a completely different brand.
Well, have you checked his orders? He might have switched recently.
I have.
Then why does he have chloroform in the first place?
He uses it to dilute oils. It's a side scam to rip off his customers. You would have known that if you were working on the case, but you're not.
Well, diluting goods is illegal too, surely. Arrest him for that, and you can interrogate him.
And all he'd get is a fine. And that would be the end of it.
I'm sorry, but...
You're not an investigator anymore, Dad. I know you want to help, but trust me, you're not. In fact, you're making my job that much harder.
Catherine, I was merely trying
You
to...
made me a promise. From now on, I just want you to honor it.
I can't.
Why not?
I promised Tony Morgan that I would help find Charlotte May.
Of course you did.
All right. And we're going to stop it there because that is the end of that. And the next thing will be, what's the next thing? I think Lady Door. Yeah, Lady Door observation. So next time we'll do that. So we covered Levy observation, Levy's garage, and evidence review. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully it helped. And see you next time. Bye.